IPMNation.com.
Everyone to Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com, and we are got a special announcement to make right at the top of the show, and we will remind you later, of course, but want to let everybody know that we're broadcasting from a brand new place, starting kind of a new season for Local Outbreak, I guess you could say. We're coming to you from The Studio, Funky Gift Shop and Eclectic Gallery in downtown Laconia, New Hampshire. Actually, we're at 50 Canal Street, and this is where we're doing the show now, so come on down. If you're in the area, it's definitely worth checking out. This is a very, very cool place that Melissa has opened up to us to do the show here, and very excited to be here. And actually, if you go online, thestudionh.com, you can find out what the studio is all about. So check that out, thestudionh.com, and very excited to be here. And want to remind everybody, too, of course, that Local Outbreak is sponsored also by Central NH Events. If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com. Mr. Tim Martin does a phenomenal job. He will DJ your, anything really, your corporate function or party, private party, shindig, whatever it is. Shindig is kind of the term of art around here. And without further ado, our guests tonight, we have Anthony and Ken from the band Purging Sin. How are you guys?
Hello, very well.
Who are we missing? You guys are a three-piece, right?
Yeah, we also have my brother playing bass for us.
Oh, okay.
He's working, though.
Oh, I was going to say, if you wanted to make up a crazy story or something about why he's not here, feel free.
He could make a very crazy story.
Because you know how those bass players are. Know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so guys, welcome to the show, and let's play something, and then we'll come back and chat. You did bring a disc with you, so I guess this is an EP? No Turning Back?
Yes. This is 4 out of the 9 songs. We're actually in the process of recording the full album.
Oh, cool.
Right now, so we kind of selected the 4 songs that were the most completed. Well, actually, there's another one completed as well. But they were some of the quickest to come along and said, hey, we got 4 out of 9 done or 5 out of 9 done. Let's just toss it on an EP and give someone something to listen to.
Yeah.
It's going to be another couple of weeks before the full album's actually out. So
okay, well, it might be out by the time this airs.
Yeah, well, it should only take about a couple of weeks.
All right, no, very good. Well, so we'll get a sampling of that tonight. So what do you guys want to play to start the show?
We can open up with the first song called, I believe, God Forgot You.
Well, that sounds distressing. But I think we all feel that way sometimes. What's this about? Is this literally about God forgetting you, or is it a metaphor for something?
It could be thought of as very metaphoric, where a person starts going through life, aging, and inevitably it's going to happen 2 ways. People are going to go before you, or you're going to go before them, and you just won't remember it. And you're going to realize at some point that, hey, everyone's gone, and I'm still here. Was I forgotten?
Okay.
Type deal.
All right, cool. All right, well, let's take a listen, and then we'll come back and chat. So this is God Forgot You from Purging Sin here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
praying, just remember God forgot you. Every night praying, every night praying, just remember God forgot you. Lots of limbs, lots of hope, here I am. Blood stops, my legs can't stand. Is there no hope in sight? What's the use of keeping me alive? Every night praying, just remember God forgot you. Every night praying, just remember God forgot you. Suffer alive, you will not die. Suffer alive, you cannot die. Suffer alive, you will not die. Suffer alive, you cannot die. Can you handle this? 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 I have lost all my faith. You cannot give it back. A pile of ashes on the shelf is all that I have.
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com, of course, broadcasting from our brand new place where we're doing the show now, the studio at 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia. Go to thestudionh.com if you want to find out what this is all about. And we're here with the guys, two of the guys from Purging Sin. You know, the bass player's not here.
Figures.
I know, right?
Nothing new.
But so we have Ken and Anthony. And Anthony, so you play guitar and your vocals? Is that correct? Okay. And Ken, you're the drummer?
Yep, just the drums.
Okay. So it's a three-piece. Is that challenging? Whenever I hear kind of a, I don't know if you guys go with the term power trio, but whenever I hear a small configuration with a big sound, I always wonder, you know, is that hard to pull that off?
Well, on record, no. Because you can overdub and multi-track, but
Sure.
with live, and we've been trying here and there, trying to get other guitar players to try out.
Yeah.
As well. It just for one reason or another, it hasn't worked out with anyone that's really auditioned.
Yeah. Are you picky, or are people intimidated by the material, or what?
I think a couple might have been intimidated by the amount of material that's being presented.
Yeah.
At them. Yeah, I think when people think about joining bands, they might think about, say, cover bands, and they might know a third of the catalog from their own background. But with
Sure.
this, it's all original material, and some of the songs are over 6 minutes a pop.
Oh wow!
Not necessarily the EP that you have, but some of the songs in general are pretty lengthy. Some are a little more intricate, and they take time to learn.
How much material do you guys have?
Right now we have the full 9 songs.
Yeah, a couple covers and nine originals.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what's the longest song that you have? Because you said some of them are like 6 minutes.
Around 9 minutes.
Really? Yeah. Wow.
There's a lot of changes though.
Yeah.
Comes and goes, so you get a feel.
Yeah.
It's the Pink Floyd side that comes out.
Yeah. Is it hard to? Well, who writes? Who does the writing?
Most of it's Anthony. Yeah,
really,
it's
yeah.
his material he's written in his lifetime, and he asked me to come in and do some drum tracks to make it a full, complete song.
Yeah. So is that a challenge for you, Ken, to have to learn like a 9-minute song, or does it come easy to you? Because some people learn really quick and it doesn't matter.
I enjoy the material, so it comes easier for me. I mean, I'm liking the song, has a lot to do with it. Willing to spend some time to listen to it and figure it out and what works best.
Yeah.
So we work in my basement quite a bit and do our recording there.
Oh, okay.
So it's a very comfortable atmosphere that we take our time and make sure the quality is high.
So everything's recorded there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Who does the engineering? Do you? Or
Anthony does most.
Do you?
Most, yeah. He's got a lot on the plate.
What do you use for the recording geeks out there? What do you use for software?
I actually I use Audacity.
Yeah.
It's
me too. That's what I'm using right now to record this.
it's awesome because it's one of the best free software-based recording systems out there. I used it when I was in college when I would have 8-hour-long classes. And I just hit record and just listen and
it's free, it's user friendly, and it does everything you'd need it to do. It's awesome. Yeah.
And the quality is quite good for what it actually is. Aside from that, there's a couple of 4 tracks we use and we'll piggyback and whatnot.
Yeah, excellent. Do you write everything? Is everything written already when you present it to the band, or
not always? But I think I always have kind of an idea of where I think I want things to go. I mean, the newest material that is being worked on, they're not completed songs at all, pretty deliberately. But I say, well, here's what a riff I feel is the strongest I can present at this time, and then we kind of work around it, and he'll work on the tempos, and we found with some of the stuff where a progression becomes longer or shorter just based on the feel, when you add another instrument.
Yeah. What about now the bass player? Are you guys related? Did you say that earlier?
He's my brother.
He's your brother. Do you guys get along, or is there ever any kind of like Gallagher brothers arguments?
No, I mean we're twin brothers. And
you are?
Yeah.
Oh wow, identical?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
The only difference is he's right-handed, I'm left-handed.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
So it looks pretty neat on stage because my guitar goes this way and his bass goes that way.
Did you guys grow up playing music together?
We actually started off in an orchestra back in 4th and 5th grade.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He played violin, I played viola, and we took guitar lessons at the same time for several years. And so
oh, wow.
we've always just, kind of stuck around, more or less. But he's, gone on. He's been an exchange student and stuff, so he's been kind of in and out of the picture at times.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So that's been certainly a challenge in itself.
Yeah.
So, which is another challenge that's coming right up around the corner at the beginning of December is he's going up to Maine.
Oh, was he going off to college, or what's he doing?
He's about to become a doctor of physical therapy.
Oh, wow, good for him.
And he has to do so many residencies or clinicals, and that's one of them that he has to do before graduation.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, good for him. So now, what's the plan? Are you going to put things on hold while he's gone? Are you going to replace him? Or?
If not, there are a couple of people that have also filled in on gigs.
Yeah.
Some people are pretty enthusiastic about it. They're just like, hey, there's no one playing bass right now. Let me just hop up and just, fill in.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of people at the Jam Factory, as we found even our last show where we were minus John, and we had a couple of guys just hop on and hey, they're having a blast. We have a blast doing it as well.
Yeah, we just played last Saturday at the Jam Factory, so we just want to shout out to Saudi for treating us well. Yeah, we like that place a lot. They're really nice.
Yeah, he's been on the show before. Tell us, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about the Jam Factory. Some people might not be aware of the venue. It's, of course, in Manchester.
Billiards down at Elm Street.
It's within Rax Billiards in Manchester on Elm Street. It's a non-profit organization run by Saudi for just local bands. He has some over 21 nights, and then 18 and older, and then all ages shows, which is really, really phenomenal for anyone in the local area that's looking to play out here to say, hey, we have an open spot, you're on. You have an hour of free time, do whatever, promote, get your music out.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, that's very cool.
It gives original bands a good place to go and show their material and kind of break into the business, kind of a way to cut their teeth, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's good. And the fact that does he do all ages shows on Sundays? Is that when the all ages shows are? Or?
I believe so, but don't quote me on that. But I do believe it does.
Because that's rare these days to find all ages shows. There's not that many places. I mean, you've got the Sad Cafe in Plastow, and I don't know right now who else in the place in Allenstown closed there, Christian's place. I forget the name of the venue.
They've had an all-ages show at the Arena in Nashua.
Oh, are they doing that there?
They have. They did that Battle of Bands earlier this year.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Yeah. Well, let's play another track from the tunes you guys brought. What do you want to play next?
We will play, let's play Purging Sins.
Purging Sins, plural. Yeah. Okay. So this is Purging Sins from Purging Sin here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
everything you held so dear. Was it easy to lead your life? Was the road not hard? You ran to the right. There comes a time when everything crumbles and you realize what you have done. Look for help with both hands outstretched, but you cannot, and it's too late. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it when I stab you in the back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it when I stab you in the back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it when I stab you in the back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it when I stab you in the back?
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com, coming to you from the studio in downtown Laconia, thestudionh.com, if you want to learn more about this really cool place. And we're here tonight with the guys from Purging Sin, two of the guys, 2/3 of the band. We've got Anthony and Ken here. And tell us about your influences. I know you guys were kind of talking off air a little bit earlier. It sounds like there's a lot.
Yeah. I grew up in the 80s, so there's a lot of, Rush, AC/DC, that type of Judas Priest influences, and what I learned as a youngster, and of course the Metallica through the 90s. So I always stuck with the heavier music, the heavy metal side of the rock in the 80s, and so I think that's probably where most of my influences are from.
Yeah. What about you, Anthony?
I grew up actually a lot on the Pink Floyd side of life. I didn't actually get into the really heavier stuff until I was about 14-ish, 15-ish, and I heard Master of Puppets, and it actually changed my entire life. So it was pretty much, focused on that. But I like the Queensryche, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, solo and whatnot, and a lot of stuff that gets you moving.
What influences your guitar playing specifically, do you think?
I've always said it's David Gilmour meets Kirk Hammett.
Yeah. With
a little bit of Beethoven somewhere in there.
It's funny because you mentioned David Gilmour, and I personally am, and people give me crap about this, but I'm not a fan of Pink Floyd in that I just could never get into the songs that much, except for I really, really like David Gilmour's solos. Like if you could just, take any of those songs and just make them about the solo, have have it fade in at the beginning of the solo and fade out at the end. Like the solos, I think, are brilliant, and that's the one thing about Pink Floyd I really do enjoy. Now, going back to, you mentioned Master of Puppets, and that changed your life. I'm going to ask you to expand on that. Did it change your life? How? Did it make you want to play music more, or did it affect your songwriting? Or
just the energy involved in it.
Yeah.
I really hadn't heard a whole heck of a lot prior to that. I mean, growing up, it was right before the big boom of the classic pop type music that flooded the airwaves in the late 90s, and here I am listening to something from 1986 that just blew anything away that was on the radio, and I just love the energy that was involved in that song in particular. And then I started listening to the full album, and listening to the Batteries and Damage Incorporated, where it's just raw speed, and it's like, hey, I want to learn every Metallica song. And starting out playing guitar, that was one of my goals as a 14, 15-year-old kid, was playing every single song, and I tormented an incredible amount of people along the way that had to hear me practice for quite a few years.
Yeah. How old were you when you started playing?
I was 14, 15. I got a guitar for my 15th birthday, though I had kind of dabbled a little bit before that. The year before, but 15 Christmas, I got a guitar, and I just started playing.
Did your brother start at the same time?
Yep, we both got guitars for Christmas, and we started taking lessons, and we did that for several years, actually all through college, and it was really nice to have something to focus on. You know, 'cause we weren't really into the overabundance of sports and stuff. We
Yeah.
weren't really like playing, just not like on teams and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he would be in his bedroom practicing, I'd be in my bedroom practicing, and you know, the guitar teacher, instructor would, you know, focus him on like on the rhythm stuff, and he would focus me like on the guitar solos.
Really?
And he used to, you know, he was able to find those different strengths.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's, You know, and so kind of just went from there.
So is he, I mean, he plays bass in the band, but I assume he's also a really good guitarist? Or?
Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, once in a while you get him to bust out, you know, like, you know, Crazy Train from Ozzy and
Oh,
stuff.
really? Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, but you'll see him strumming along and stuff. Like, oh, you have a little soft side.
So you and he started the band, I assume?
Well,
Because Ken came in later, right? You came in later?
Not quite.
no?
Ken and I were actually in a cover band. That's actually...
That's how we met. We met in a cover band together, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's how we started playing. Then the cover band broke up, as they often do.
Yeah.
And Anthony, you know, insisted, well, he wanted to still play music. He's like, you know, I still want to play on, so...
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll tag along with you and jump in on some of this and
Yeah.
see what we can do. You know, Shoybeat's not playing in a band at the time, so
Right. Oh, that's awesome. What was the cover band? Was it one that?
Deviation.
Okay, yeah, we were talking
We
off
did
air
a
about
short
that.
time
Yeah.
and played Cackling Crow a few times.
Yeah.
We were talking about playing Concord. We played Millie's in Manchester a few
Yeah.
times. Had a
Yeah.
good turnout there.
Yeah. Was it the kind of stuff, the material that you were playing in that band, the covers you were doing, was it the kind of stuff that you were influenced by, or was it like a different kind of thing?
Not so much for me. It's a 90s alternative.
Oh, okay.
I think there were 5 Nirvana songs, 4
Oh,
or 5
really?
Nirvana
Yeah.
songs on the set.
You know, what the singer could sing or liked. or
Yeah.
whatever we went along with. A lot of 90s stuff, which we enjoyed for the most part.
It was easy.
Yeah, I bet compared to what you know the challenge of your original music, it was probably very easy. Yeah.
Yeah, but we did like From the Bell Tolls and Enter Sandman, Rockin' in the Free World by Neil Young. So there were some songs that were pretty rock, and was a Mother by Danzig. That was a pretty crazy guitar solo.
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah.
you know, I can go off on a tangent, and you know, so some of them were pretty good, but you know, they're Nirvana and some of the live. Take it or leave it.
So when did you guys make the transition to doing this? How long has this project existed?
A year now, certainly probably more than that.
Probably close to 2 years. I
Okay,
would
so it's
say.
relatively new then.
Give or take, yeah.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Then,
And
we
what-
needed a bass player, so that's how John got involved, because we needed a player, and he was easily available.
Yeah.
But now he's got, finished up his schooling and work, so
Yeah.
we'll be looking for someone.
Where does the name come from, Purging Sin?
Well, it actually, we had one guy originally kind of doing vocals that didn't quite pan out, but we were kind of tinkering around with names, and you know, he looked at the title track or the song track of Purging Sins, like, well, let's see about that, and I'm like, sure, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else, right? It's tough. It's so hard to pull a name,
No,
So,
it's a good name.
I mean,
Yeah, I dig it,
like
yeah.
it works at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
The singer at the time had a lot. He was working hard at it, but there was just differences that arose, and
Really,
so
yeah.
it didn't work out for him. But we let him run with it for a while, and he kind of came up a lot of the conception of the band.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. Do you keep in touch with him at all, or
Not
no?
really.
No,
Didn't end well.
no, not too.
I'm always looking for the dirt.
Right, huh?
Yeah, that's all right. Well, let's play another track. What do you guys want to play next?
We can go actually with a really delicious one called Stab You in the Back.
Wow, this sounds aggressive. Now, why is it delicious? Is it the aggression?
It gets pretty aggressive.
All right.
As much as my stellar voice will allow me.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's check it out. So this is Stab You in the Back from Purging Sin here on Local Outbreak.
lost looking, green hate, turn back, see yourself, the living real cause now, look, many years it takes to heal reason that started many years ago. You didn't stop it, what made you fight? Just like a small child, you run and act scared, you confess what you have done. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it? Wanna stab you in the back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it? Wanna stab you in the back? Your hour of need, you cry for help. The bridges you burned, you had once built. The path you chose now appears condemned. Once stood tall and proud, now you're crawling. You have made the choices on your own, left and abandoned in a single room. No more get closer with each passing day. You're less of a person, now just a memory. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it? Wanna stab you in the back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it? Wanna stab you in the back? What would you change? You lost everything you held so dear. Was it easy to lead your life? Was the road not hard? You ran to the right. There comes a time when everything crumbles and you realize what you have done. Look for help with both hands outstretched, but you cannot, and it's too late. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it when I stab you in the back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it when I stab you in the back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it when I stab you in the back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel it when I stab you in the back?
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com, and this is Matt from IPMNation.com. We've got the guys from Purging Sin here tonight. We'll wrap up in a couple minutes, but I do want to remind everybody, of course, that we're at a brand new location. We're now doing the show at the Studio, 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia. Come on down, check it out. The Studio, it's a funky gift shop and eclectic gallery right here in downtown Laconia. And many thanks to Melissa for letting us do the show here. Very excited. And by the way, thestudionh.com is the website if you want to learn more about this really cool place. And, of course, Local Outbreak is sponsored by centralnhevents.com. If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com. Tim does a great job. There's even a picture of him on the website, so you can see what he looks like. So you know who's, showing up at your house, although when he has all his DJ equipment with him, you'll probably figure it out. But no, but seriously, Tim is great and is also a big part of what makes this show possible. So many thanks to him as well. And, of course, Annie at 100.1 The Planet. And, guys, where do we find you online? Where do we find Purging Sin online if we want to keep up with everything you're doing?
We do have Reverb Nation. Also, Facebook is actually under The Purging Sin.
Okay. Was Purging Sin already taken?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ex-singer.
Yeah, with some previous members.
Oh, I see.
But that's okay. I'm not very internet savvy by any stretch of the mind, but once in a while I can actually strike lucky and make a page of some sort of a Facebook and put a design from PowerPoint. It's like here's a we have a design now. Cool.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And so it's the Purging Sin for Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, but what about on Reverb Nation?
I believe it's just Purging Sin.
Okay,
as
cool.
Well, we will be hopefully uploading the songs pretty quick here now that they're actually completed and putting them into MP3 format and uploading them. Hopefully they're not too large of a file.
No, they shouldn't be for that. Well, the songs that we're hearing tonight, are those already up there? Or
No, they are
okay.
not. They were done within like the last day. I was actually finishing vocals last night before him and I actually made multiple CDs of when we were mastering it. Like we listened to it, too high, too low, and you change one thing, you have to change another thing type deal. So we went to 5 or 6 CDs.
Oh, right.
Oh, really? Yeah.
After.
Yeah. Well, you want it to sound like you want it to sound, so that's what it takes. But very cool. And are you guys going to be doing any shows coming up? Are you going to be hitting the Jam Factory again soon?
Hopefully sometime in December. We haven't gotten any kind of roster quite yet, but we usually play there once or twice a month.
Yeah, good. Do you play anywhere else, or?
We'll hopefully be getting back into Millie's Tavern. They have switched hands. They used to have a guy that would run the sound, actually bring his entire drum set to the shows. So it was great for everyone that would just show up, and he'd have a bass amp and guitar amps and drums, so they could just hop on and play. It made it really quick to rotate bands through, but he's it switched hands since then. So trying to get back in there with new people, it's always a different experience.
Yeah, they've been through a few sound guys. I miss the days that Mitch, I don't know if you guys remember Mitch.
No,
he was a sound guy there for a long time, but he left a couple of years ago, I think. But he was awesome. I miss Mitch. Mitch, if you're listening, I miss you.
Yeah, we had Dave, who was there. He was there for quite some time, or at least the whole time in our cover band.
See the little dude?
Well, no one's little compared to me. Everyone's, high to me.
Okay. Well. All right. Well, Dave is a common name. I'm not sure the name of the guy I'm thinking of, but no, they usually have pretty good sound people there, though. It's a great room.
Big stage.
We do a lot of events there, so outstanding. Well, guys, thanks very much to both of you for being here tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks a lot, Matt.
Absolutely, you're welcome. And what do you want to play to wrap up the show?
We can wrap this up with actually the newest one, and it's called Stand Your Ground.
Stand Your Ground. Is this about, does this have anything to do with guns?
No, if you want to make it that way, great.
Well, it's in the news, Stand Your Ground.
It's not the same title, but it was written before even the local...
I was going to say Zimmerman just got arrested again.
Yeah, right.
No,
this actually was actually one of the songs that was not previously written. It was actually one of the hymns that and I kind of started from scratch and kept on working with. And, listen to the chorus line, there's like a bump, 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 and I was just kind of tinkering with the ideas and like, hey, stand your ground. Hey, that fits. 3 syllables.
There you go.
And then you kind of write the song around that. It's not about anyone in particular.
Okay.
But if you want to, make it, all kudos to you.
Sure.
If anything, it'd be like maybe an anti-bullying song or something. Stand
there you
your
go.
ground. And
something positive. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's how you look at it.
Yeah. Good. That's good. I like that, Ken. All right, guys. Thanks again. This is Stand Your Ground from Purging Sin here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
So you thought that you could hold me in your image. Guess again. So you thought that you could own me, buy and sell me? No, my friend. So you thought that you could hold me against my will? Not this time. So you thought that you could force me to accept your way of life? Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Oh, you still can. Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Oh, you still can. Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Oh, you still can. Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Oh, you still can. So you thought that you could push me against that wall, come this way. So you thought that you could force me to live your life. Here's what I say. So you thought that I believe you. All your words are corrupt. So you thought that you would break me. With all your words, I've had enough. Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Oh, you still can. Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Oh, you still can. Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Oh, you still can. Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Oh, you still can. Get off your knees! Stand your ground! Get off your knees! Stand your ground!
IPMNation.com.